All right, y'all, how's it going this morning? It's going to be an absolute beautiful day. I can't wait to get started. So what we're gonna do, this is a brand new week. What we're gonna do is based off of last week, how many flatheads I caught last week. Now granted, they were smaller flatheads, you know, nothing to really brag about, but that lets me know that these dudes are moving around. And like I said, I want to try to target more of these flatheads this year, to the point I'm probably going to get obsessed with chasing these things, because well, I mean, the fact of the matter is there's still a record out there to be broke. So whether or not I catch them, that's irrelevant, but it'll sure be fun trying to chase that one down. But it's getting that time of year. Like I said, as many as I caught last week. Right now we're starting the day off at 52 degrees water temp. This is on the main channel. Still got a little bit of trash to deal with. Not much, it's not terrible. They did slow the current down quite a bit, which is good. So that means probably later this week, it's going to be a little bit less, and maybe we can start pulling boards. But until then, we're going to continue anchoring. I'm going to put the full spread out today. But the best thing that I got going today is I found some white bass, y'all. So that's my favorite bait to chase these flatheads is white bass. Bluegill does pretty good too. But out here, it just seems to me like white bass has been the ticket. So luckily I come across a spot that I actually did pretty well. I caught some good sized ones, so them bigger ones are moving around. Of course, they're getting ready to spawn, so that makes sense. So I'm gonna throw some chunks of them out there and try to see what we can come up with. I'm gonna end up with some big heads, because I do have some bigger, I did catch some bigger white bass, but I got enough. I ended up coming across three skipjacks too, so I'm going to probably run 3 pieces of white bass and 2 pieces of skipjack, just to see, well, whatever they prefer. So I don't have that much skipjack, but I'm going to use it anyway. I really wasn't targeting them, but ended up catching a couple, so that's good to know that they're out here. But yeah, man, I'm super excited to see what we pull up. So you'll notice this is one of the spots that I call my, you know, it's my milk run. I've got a good handful of spots that always produce fish. But this is one of them where I've caught flatheads, and I've got another one down there that I've caught flatheads, and we're going to work the rest of that bank on down, because I've also caught flatheads down it. Then we're going to hit a few more spots after that if we've got time. So that's the plan. Now we could possibly pick up some blues too, obviously. So I'm not gonna discriminate about that. But as long as we can put together at least one good flathead today, that'll be awesome. You know. But if not, hey, it's, you know, that's fishing. But we're still going to give it a shot and see what happens. So I'm only running one on a float. I may end up changing that one to a float. It just depends, because sometimes I catch more flatheads with that bait suspended up off the bottom. But we still got kind of a higher current, you know, than we would any other time. So I'm still thinking them fish will be pushed to the bottom, and that's how they're going to be feeding. But we're going to hit a couple spots that are on my milk run, and then we're going to go hit some spots I haven't hit since last year. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna get some of these baits cut up though, I know that. I am super excited about this stuff. I've been waiting to where I could chase these flatheads for a minute. And I'm so glad that they're starting to move around now to where we can actually start targeting them. And you know, well, and have a good chance of being successful. But yeah, got me. Get this old fish cut up. Ooh, we got our first taker. Oh, he just dropped it. No, he's still on there. He's just swimming to me. Okay, cool. I like it when they just smack it like that. That's on a piece of white bass. I don't think he's a flathead, but got our first taker though. Come on up here, buddy. Let's get this skunk out of the boat early. Yeah, that's on a piece of white bass. And he absolutely hammered it, even though he's not a big one, but he hammered it. Come here, buddy. Heck yeah, get the skunk out of the boat early. Yeah, we ain't been sitting here 5 minutes. Yep. Piece of white bass. This dude's missing an eye. I appreciate that, buddy. Well, let me do it just out of habit because I don't want to have to go back and get you and all that other good stuff. Well, settle down, buddy. I'll help you out here. Yeah, let's see. You shouldn't be too bad, but you were kind of on the tough side, but I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. The skunk out of the boat early. Like within the first 4 minutes. All right, well, we caught our skunk buster here. We're just gonna move on back and then we'll continue moving down. Well, we sat here 30 minutes. That's about all we need to give a spot. There's gonna be a by the time I do that. Did he drop it? I need you to pull it down, buddy. Yeah, that was probably a little flathead. Ooh, got a tuba 6 coming towards the boat. All right, so we made it to our second spot. Now, if you remember this spot, this is the spot that has we're gonna fish this because there's a hole back here that has some structure. We're kind of lined up right in front of the structure a little ways, but it just dumps off to a hole, then it comes back up in that high spot that comes out of that creek mouth, and then we'll just slide back and hit that too. But I want to try this hole. Haven't done too good out of it yet. Doesn't mean we won't, but I think the boat's situated. Like I said, what I do with this here, especially with all the guts and whatnot that are still laying down here, just kind of rub all this on it. Get a little bit more scent down there. All right, y'all. Yeah, we come down to this spot because that other spot, it was just, there's too much trash floating down it. Of course, now this spot don't look any better, but it's not near as bad, I guess. We do have one good piece that's coming down towards us, so it'll be interesting to see what that does. But anyway, we're gonna fish it regardless. Oh. So I need 1, 2. Trying to take my dang coveralls off and this fish hits it. I'm gonna be able to try to take these hot coveralls off, then I get a bite. It's another one on a piece of white bass. I like it when they hit it like that. A little blue, possibly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, a little blue. Come on in here, buddy. But he just flat hammered it, though. That's a fact. For a little fish. Come here, buddy. So yeah, you just flat hammered it, though. You gave it all you had. I can't argue with that. You're gonna say, ah, buddy. There we go. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. Hit it like you wanted it. Oh, dark colors. Y'all been running pretty shallow too. Well, thank you, buddy. Sure hope y'all get bigger at some point. Yeah, I was up there trying to take these hot coveralls off. And that dude says, uh-uh. Well, let's try this side. I mean, it was just absolutely horrible over there. We were actually, yeah, it was absolutely horrible over there. I mean, couldn't even fish 5 minutes without something getting tangled up in the lines. But I do need to move us over somewhere. I don't want to be on the bottom of the ledge. I want to be fishing. We'll see what's over here on this side of the river. Oh, here we go. Absolutely smacked it. That's what I'm talking about. Running the bottom of this ledge. This rod was right at the bottom of where this ledge comes down. Definitely a crazy-headed blue. Now, we ain't got much current today, so I mean, we got less than we've had, but more than we usually get, so most of this is gonna be fish. Come on up here, buddy. On a piece of white bass. Let me see, I'm gonna have to get him over here. Come on over here, buddy. He's wanting to stay down. I don't think he's not a monster, but either way, I'd like to get him in the boat. Come on up here, buddy. Yeah, like I said, he was right at the bottom of that ledge. Oh, nice blue. Yeah, that's a nice blue there. Come on over here, buddy. Yeah, let me just get the net on you. He's kind of borderline needing the net, not needing the net. Borderline. Come here, buddy. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. You're probably right at 30, if not over 30. How are you doing, buddy? Wanted you a piece of white bass, didn't you? Well, I got you right in that really good spot of the mouth, which is soft. Heck yeah, buddy. You're glove worthy, man. I'll put the glove on you. Right at, say he's right at 30. Come here, buddy. Yeah, look at this dude. Look at that dude there. Oh, I got the camera turned still. Yeah, look at that dude. Heck yeah, buddy. I appreciate that. Little wide back on him, wide head. He got a gut too, boy. Look at that gut. He's been eating good. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Let me get you back. You ain't not quite picture worthy. There he goes. Back down to the edge of that ledge. Heck yeah. So I say, man, I was hoping he'd been a flathead, but you know, I'll take a good blue. Yeah, I'll take a good blue any day. All right, we sat here a little bit after that fish. We're gonna move on back. I found a spot, looked like I had marked some structure there, right at the bottom of the ledge. So let's go try that out. Let's go see if there's anything down there. All right, made it down to our next spot. Like I said, we got a little bit of structure behind us. We're right on we're again, right at the bottom of the ledge there, so it gets kind of shallow up here, but the boat is parked right where that ledge comes down and hits the channel. So, but then we got a little bit of structure back there, so that's the best part. I'm gonna run nothing but white bass here. Got my rods kind of more, I don't have them as fanned out because I want to concentrate on this ledge, the upper part of this ledge and the bottom part of this ledge. Because I'll show you what I'm talking about, ledge here. So this is where we're sitting at, clear that, but you can see, so this is the shallow part right up here. And then this is where, because you can see how the contour lines are they're closer together, so that means it's a sharper drop as opposed to up here. Then it's a sharper drop all the way down. And now it's not a real steep ledge, but I got the boat here and we've got baits. That's piece of structure, but we got baits right up and through here. So we're gonna see what that does for us. Hope it does pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't mind catching another 30 pounder. Of course, the 60 would be good. 70 would be better. But these are all just little spots that, you know, I've kind of had an eye on, but I don't come out here and fish them. So I really wanted to fish the other side, but it's just, you can't. I can see it right now. There's still so much trash blowing against that bank that it's almost impossible to fish it without getting a bunch of stuff tangled up in your line. So to avoid that and the frustration, we're gonna come over here and try to see if we can't make this work, because I know I can bound down at least one more spot. There's another boat down there, but I think he's in the middle of the channel. So maybe there's fish sitting up underneath him he ain't getting. And then we may just keep going down, but I know I've got a couple more spots downriver I want to try too. But we'll give this a sit, about 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes here. Gonna take it, buddy? Yeah, he's got it. Kind of feels channel catty. It definitely feels channel catty. No, just a little old blue. I thought for sure that'd be a channel cat. Boy, he bit. I mean, wanted that piece of white bass. Nothing wrong with that, buddy. Come on in here. That's good to know that. I mean, that's one thing about it, because see, like, you know, even with the shad that I was using, we were getting bit, you know what I mean? But we were getting a lot of taps and a lot of short strikes, a lot of just little things that were just kind of irritating me about that bait. That's why I don't like using shad a whole lot. It's good, but it's, you know, it's got its time. At least out here, it has its time, and it's not a very long time. The only reason why I had to use it for as long as I did, because, well, the river was muddy. Well, I appreciate that, little buddy. You're a good looking fish, though. Just, where's the bigger ones at? But I like it. Even when little ones like that just absolutely just destroy it, as best they can anyway, because, you know, that's a pretty good piece of white bass right there. That old fish wanted it, so that's good to know. Those are just little, I don't know, just little things that I pay attention to throughout a day. So like even when I had that skipjack out there, now granted, obviously a lot of this stuff is also, you could have, it's a time of day deal too, you know, where they may fire on one bait more than they will another. But it's just been in my experience that when you start using white bass, you start getting, you know, they start, you know, like, especially with the bites that we've had, that's typically a pretty good bait. Plus I like it because it lasts forever as far as like on a hook. I mean, you know, cutting little strips like that, which I've got 5 more in the live well here. It works out pretty good, especially when they're more excited, more aggressive to hit that bait than opposed to like a shad or a skipjack or something like that. That's what I really like to see. And that kind of keys me in that, you know, that's the right bait. So far it's the right bait. But we got other spots to fish and stuff. Like I said, I'm just staying over here, giving it a shot. I mean, we ain't getting skunked. It's where we caught our biggest fish so far. We got boats everywhere now. It's funny. Like I said earlier, it's like when I was out here when it was 16 degrees, I didn't see a soul except for me. Well, Spencer came out with me one time when it was that cold. Okay, okay. Heck yeah, I like it when they hit it like that. Not a bad fish, bigger than the last one for sure. Right there on the bottom of that ledge. Might be onto something here, y'all. Might be onto something. I hope that boat don't come up any further because I'm wanting to fish down there. He's catfishing too, which I don't care, but man, I got plenty of spots we could go, but I really want to fish down there without another boat being there. Old crazy headed blue for sure. Yeah, I like it when they hit it like that. So that's what I'm talking about, you know, getting the bait that they actually want. They will just flat smoke it. That ain't a bad one. That'll be close to 20. Come on over here, buddy. Yeah, it'll be close to 20. Oh yeah. Oh, guts what does it. That old guts what gets him that weight, which, you know, typically he wouldn't be that big. Get my bait back because that's still good for the fish. Heck yeah, look at this dude. Old big gut on him. I'd say 20. He's probably at 16, 17 pound range. Still a nice fish. Smacking the old white bass. That's what I like to see. Heck yeah, I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. All right, let's find us another spot. I think I got another spot right there. Yep, let's go set up on that. It's a good looking little spot. Got a little bit deeper water right at the bottom of the ledge there. That looks good. Let's go see what happens. Let this boat get situated. Lizzie, quit. Keep trying to eat all that stuff off the floor, you're gonna get sick. Well, this spot didn't pan out near as good as I thought it would. It looked like it would. Let me just scroll on back here. All right, made it down to another spot. It looks really good, honestly. It's another kind of sharp ledge, but it's kind of real jagged, you know, like where I don't know if this is where the barges come through and kind of cut some of this bank out, but it looks pretty good. We're sitting in 39 feet of water, so I'll be able to toss them up this way and, you know, kind of go down, which will have a lot more of that scent go down, because I know there's a great big hole. There's a great big hole directly behind us. I say directly, but it's on that side, but we'll essentially be fishing all this here, so hopefully we catch one moving around. I forgot my stinking bait net. I'm trying to find one because I want to toss a head out there. I thought I had a... Ah, you dummy. There he is, right there. That's not him. Like an idiot. I forgot my stinking little dip net for bait. I caught one. It was about the perfect size. There we go. Now, you're just gonna have to do, buddy. I need to get some rods out. I'll toss your head out. All right, we're gonna send this big old head down there. Pretty good sized piece of bait, but a big flathead eat it. And that's why I always, when I say, if you remember what I've said before, I always hook it opposite of the wedge of the head because it's just a bigger piece of bait. Something, maybe an old flathead down there. We're kind of in a not too bad of a spot for a flathead to be. Because if they're cruising this ledge here, because this is shallow up here, and this is where they would definitely come up to feed. If they're feeding right now, which they may not be, they may be pushed back off. It's kind of what I'm thinking. They may be pushed back off and, you know, hanging out on this ledge. All right, let's go find us some structure. How many pieces of bait do I got left? I've got, I've got 3 white bass left, so we're going to have to make a little bit of a run to get there, but let's go find us some structure. I mean, it seems like the more and more I hit this, the less and less the fish are biting. So what I'm thinking is they were up feeding, doing what they do, and I'm pretty sure they've kind of pulled off. So, I don't know where, but further down that way, I've got some nice structure that I've caught some good fish out of. And then right around that corner is a nice little spot where I've caught some flatheads. Now, I've caught flatheads first thing in the morning there, and then in the evening. So we're kind of definitely midday. So we'll see if that works. We'll see if they're up there feeding midday. I doubt it, but we're definitely going to hit the structure though. But I'll rebait, put some fresh stuff on since we're fishing structure. All right, well, we're back to dealing with a little bit of trash, but it's not terrible. So we got this point right back here. We're just I want to start here. There is some structure that's up there, but this is like a high spot. We got a hole in front of us. This is kind of like the high spot between the next hole, but this hole is bigger. And then of course it's got a little sharp ledge that comes down here. Then there's a lot more structure that we're gonna bounce back to. So we're gonna see. I mean, it looks good. I fished it. Fish is good. So we're gonna see if we can't pull something out of there, because I'm not 100% sure. Like the difference I see here, so here's the huge difference from where I was fishing. I see bait in the water and I see fish. I see activity on the bottom. So that was coming over balls of bait. So that's key point number 1. That is definitely have to be, something you got to look for sure, and that is bait. All right, so let me reach in here and grab one of these dudes. Just trying to see where they're at. We may not even catch one today. That would be terrible if we didn't. But I think what I'm gonna do though, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put since we don't have such high current, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put my float rigs back on. Just because I want that bait up off the bottom. Like I've said in the past, we work pretty hard to catch this bait, keep it fresh and all that stuff, and then we toss it out and lay it in the mud. That's what I want to not do. So I'm going to swap these out. Go. Oh, and he pulled off. That was a heck of a bite, y'all. Oh, no way. Dang it, he took it, he was going. No way. That was a good bite, y'all. That's the one we've been waiting on. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I'll let it sit out there for a few more minutes. He may come back. All right, well, we had a potential. I think that fish that hit that rod, that was a decent fish. I don't think he may not have been a monster, but it was a decent fish. But all we're gonna do is we're gonna slide back, set up in front of some more structure back there, and see if we can't get a better chance at one. That was a pretty good bite. I like it when they just take it and fold that rod over. He just didn't have the hook. So yeah, this next spot here, it is just absolutely loaded with structure. I'll be pretty happy if we get any of these back. But I'm gonna cast in it. I say in it, I mean we're still gonna be probably 68 feet from it, if I had to guess. I don't know if there's anything in it. I didn't really scan anything in it or around it. But I'm parked on the ledge and that structure is right at the bottom of the ledge. So that's usually that is a recipe for success. Usually. That's on the head. I got one messing with the head here. Oh, he just dropped it too. Dang it. No, he's still playing with it. Like I said, it could still be a 8-pound flathead that may pick that up. It's a big piece of bait. I need him to lay this old rod over before I do anything. He's still messing with it. Come on, man, just grab it and go. Of course, it could be a turtle too. Yeah, he'll get mad at it and he'll eventually grab it. I don't know. I'm not so sure he doesn't have it. He does have it. I don't know how good, but this is definitely a flathead. Yeah, I just don't know how good he's got it, but I just don't know how, well, there he goes. I just don't know how well he's hooked because he just didn't take it. I don't know what he was doing. Pulled a little drag there. Ain't that big old head. He's got some good head shakes to him, that's a fact. He's coming up like a blue. I don't know, hard to say. Good fish though, whatever it is. Come on up here, buddy. Yeah, that was just a weird bite. I mean, he just kept like pulling it down, but he didn't bury the rod. That was the, I was waiting for that to happen. It is a flathead. I knew it was. Not a bad one. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together, y'all. Oh, I love it. Granted, it's only one flathead today, but he ain't no slouch. It's kind of weird how he come up like that, though. There he goes back down. Yeah. He's not a dang biggin', but he sure is a dang good one. Come over here. Why do you want to go? Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Yeah, let me get the net on this one. Yeah, that's a good fish there, y'all. He just kind of give up. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Man. That's what I'm saying. Just get the baits they want. Heck yeah. Like I said, if we caught one today, mission success. And boy, what one to catch. Oh yeah, that fish is in the 40s. He's in the 40s for sure. Probably right at 40 if I had to guess. But you see how soft he bit? Like he bit like that for a minute. That's why it's critical. You know, you see something like that, but when it got consistent, like he was slowly trying to swim off, that's, you know, that's a different story. That's when we gotta take action. Heck yeah, man, that paid off. Wow, he was just barely hooked too. I don't understand that. I guess they must have had him right in the hard spot of the corner of the mouth. But using still using the 8/0 triple threads. I just kind of like that. It's a little bit thinner wire. I mean, obviously I'll move up to the 10s when these fish just start hammering it. But look at this dude, y'all. Heck yeah, look at this. That is a nice flathead. Heck yeah, I gotta get a picture of this dude. All right, got my picture. Yeah, this fish is 40. He's every bit 40. Look at that dude. Look at the tail on that thing. That's so awesome, man. Golly, it's so awesome. Look at this dude. Oh, I love you fish, boy. I surely do. Y'all are what makes me keep coming out here. Thank you. Get on back down there. There you go. Oh man, ate that big white bass head. Heck yeah. Oh, that is so awesome, y'all. I just absolutely love catching flatheads. And I absolutely love, you know, when we come out to target them dudes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I mean, what a day. And any day I can catch a good flathead like that is an awesome day. We caught a good blue. We caught some smaller ones too, but nothing. You know, I haven't found it yet, but I don't know what's better than catching a big blue like that. I really don't. Or I mean a big flathead, I'm sorry. But it was absolutely awesome. So we're gonna oh man, get off there. Wow, like right dead center of my line. You dog. But we're gonna continue doing this stuff because I'm gonna try to chase these flatheads as much as I know you've heard me say it a couple times, but I'm gonna chase these flatheads as much as I can this year because I want to get better. One, I want to get better at catching them, locating them, you know, figuring out when's the best time, what's the best thing, you know, all that stuff, and just try to put more of them in the boat this year. That's kind of my plan. You know, of course, we'll definitely do some blues. You know, we'll chase some blues too because we're almost to the right current. God, dog. I guess it didn't come off. Dog. Stupid sticks, because that old trash line is now, because we got the wind is shifted, so it's pushing it where it was over there. Now it's pushing it over this way. So anyway, but yeah, I want to get better at it. We're almost to the right, you know, current where we could actually pull boards. So I'll definitely have to do that. Try to get some planer board fish. Man, it's been a minute since we've been able to do that, except for that time we went on the flat. But I'm really waiting. So we ended the day, we're at 53.3 degrees. So we start getting at 55, 56, 57. I'm gonna go back to that flat at some point. So probably, I don't know, here in the next few days maybe, or at best next week. Maybe we get back up on that flat and find them fish moving up there. So, but yeah, all in all, today was an awesome day. Awesome day. Catching a big flathead like that, ain't nothing better than that. But we're gonna do more of it. Like I said at the very beginning of the video, is bait. So these fish have been feeding up on shad for a while. And just recently, like I'd have been using white bass a lot sooner, but the water was so dingy. I mean, I guess I could have went somewhere else and caught them, but on the main river, they were just too tough to catch because the water was just so muddy. So luckily this morning it was clear enough, and so I'm probably going to be using white bass, maybe big send some skipjacks if I come across them, but mainly white bass from here on out, because it's a dang good bait. Up until we start getting to the hotter months where, you know, Asian carp is tough to beat too, which I'm going to fish more of that this year also. But anyway, great day. I'm glad y'all were able to come along with this one, and I appreciate you watching this one, and I'll catch you in the next one.